Welcome to the video. The gang is all here. I've got my local honey I'm stirring into my vanilla and chamomile. How's everybody doing? Things are going better here, thank goodness. Thank y'all for all your prayers and kind words and thoughts about Minka. She's doing so much better. And she's been eating and waking me up, and I'll never again complain about being woken up at 5:30 this morning. She woke me up at 5:15, and it was the best thing that could have happened. So she's been eating. She's been drinking that little special cat milk Deborah you told me about, Deborah. And I appreciate everybody sending pictures of their animals and well wishes for her. Guess what I found under the kitchen table? I found a yellow jacket. It looked like a yellow jacket, but it was kind of a weird species. It looked even nastier than a yellow jacket. And it was kind of curled up, still alive. The legs would move, but it couldn't fly or anything, and it was kind of curled up like she might have gotten a hold of it. And you know, the vet did say, is she indoor, outdoor? And I said, no, she's just indoor. But y'all, this is East Texas. You open that door and stuff flies in. You don't even see it. You don't even know it. You know, we have everything. So I think that's what it was, because I originally thought her mouth hurt. She would pick up the dry and then just shake her head and it would fall out like she had an appetite, but she couldn't eat. And when I looked at her teeth, and they were just so tiny, and you know, that's when I thought she had some dental issues, which she does not. The vet just said they're underdeveloped. So I guess when she was a kitten and lost her first set of teeth, which I read that they do, these came in, and her nourishment was not enough to give them full development there. In the little 4 teeth on the top and 4 on the bottom, they're teeny tiny anyway. So I actually think she got stung in the mouth by this nasty thing. Well, it was her, you know, she was chewing it or whatever. She just does that. She'll find any little thing, like those big mosquito catchers. She'll find it and, you know, play with it. It seems like it's been 100 years since we did jewelry. This is the only thing I have. Shop Goodwill, the store I buy from, just completely didn't put anything on for like 8 to 10 days. And when you stop like that, you can't, it's a big gap from by the time you locate another one, you know, it ends, you win it, and it mails and all that. So this is Naturals. It's called, the lot was just billed as natural, and it came, I did I did not get FedEx Express. They used this box for it, and I haven't even opened it. It came, you know, when you buy more than one from many of these places, they will combine shipping. So nobody else bid on the Naturals. I'm going to have to put this down. It was $9.99. I was the only bidder, so don't expect a lot of gold and silver. Probably won't get any, but nobody was bidding, and gosh. Then it was $21 to ship both of them, so I guess you could say this was around $10 to ship, something like that. I was gonna open this off camera, but then I'm like, I want y'all to know that I have not looked at this, and I have no idea what we're about to get. It's just loose in here, y'all. And I already see starfish. Don't ask me why I bid on this, but probably because Oh my gosh. Well, we got Aunt Barry to thank for that. She has been doing a great job at the shop Goodwill. And it looks like they got a new person because the layout is different and the titles are different. And I like the person they had that could never read a mark. Literally would say, these look like gemstones, but I don't see any marks. That's what one of the notes was on one of my items. This just isn't going to work, so might just have to dump the whole. I'm just going to get some. How about we do some? Because, oh my, it's going to be a lot of seeds and paper. But you know what? For 20 bucks, I wanted to take a chance. This looks pretty. It might be plastic too. I went to the thrift store today and saw John. Well, right off the bat, that is just gorgeous. Let's take a good look at that. I am so glad everything's going better because it is Friday night lights, and I didn't want to come out. I wouldn't have been able to even come on if things weren't going well with Minka. So I am very, very glad that's going well. Those, you know, as we all know, the health of a person, an animal, a family member is the main thing. This is a real pretty chunk of, has like a gold foil, so I guess somebody made this. Looks like amethyst. Really pretty. Nice little pendant. Shelly's gonna like that. There you go, Shelly. We're gonna see something different anyway, that's for sure. Translation, please. These are some little stones. Oh, and they've got the earring. Does this earrings go with it? I guess these earrings go with it. I love when they do that. That's awfully nice. So the I Ching earrings, don't know what those say. These are some pretty stones. This is a huge shell. Is it supposed to be a ring? Don't tell me this is supposed to be a ring. That's ridiculous. Y'all, I think this is supposed to be a ring. I mean, if you were like living on the islands and somebody made you that, you would be the queen of the island. Sheila, you're getting an interesting ring for once. That is something else. They cut that just right. Here you go, Sheila. Oh, I'd rather see this. This tried to come out. It had a copper cage. It's kind of come loose a little bit, but I don't know how to do that. I think it's supposed to be. There we go. I don't know what that is. It's green. And this is like a copper. I don't know if it's real copper or not. Nope. The toggle might be, but the chain is iron. And so this is just, oh, okay, I see how it works. That's interesting. What is it? What kind is it? It's like natural. Green natural stone. That's why they call this lot naturals. Pretty. I appreciate them putting that in the baggie. That's a beautiful crystal. Really nice. And another one. This is that gold stone or something. It's not natural, but it's really pretty. I like it. So these are little pendants. I don't think there's a mark on this little loop thing, but let me just make sure. That's pretty. I'm going for all the baggies first. That's nice. I don't think they're sterling, are they? They're flat, but they're not going to be. Probably not marked. No. I'll try to get this light back this way. Really polished and beautiful. I have no idea what kind of stones those are. Well, it's Friday night. How's y'all's week go? Tell me something about your week. Mine was one I could not do without, although I learned a lot, and I'm going to do things a little differently. Mainly with Minka. Be more patient about getting woken up, and just let her eat what she wants and not worry about her looking like a bowling ball, which we used to call her bowling ball because her stomach started getting big. But she sure could have used that bowling ball. Okay, is this just stuck to this? There's another one, like a natural raw. Now I should know the name of that. That's like classic Rocks and Minerals 101. Quite interesting. Let's get the starfish. That's fragile. It's a real starfish, unfortunately. On a really pretty blue, like the ocean. Yeah, I'm sure they fish for these, and anyway, I'm straightening it out. So I went to my mom's before I did the dumpster dive. She said, come by and pick up. She had a coffee today with some neighbors. Their daughter and husband were in town. Wow, these are neon big time. Glow in the dark. So she had a coffee, and it looks pretty. And then she called me and said, hey, you want some leftover, cake and all. So I went over there and got it, and it was 2 pieces of angel food. This is really pretty. And 2 pieces of homemade blueberry pound cake. Okay, we're going to have to put this on this thing because it's twisting up, but this is made out of stone. This is pretty. Like agates and I don't know what all. This is really interesting. I'll let y'all see it. Look at that. It's missing one right there, but that might even be in the box. But graduated in size, style. That looks like tiger eye. This is the gold stone. There's an unakite here. I don't know what some of this is, but it's all stone. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Really nice. The clasp. I'm going to have to take a look, but it looks just like a regular lobster claw clasp. Boy, I wish I knew what all the stones were, just like, oh yeah, that's a this and that's a that. Jasper, I'm sure. What is this green and white? There's 2 of them. That's pretty. This might be carnelian. Beautiful. So I had the 2 blueberry, I had that, and there was some fresh strawberries in there and all that. Well, I ended up seeing the competition guy, and then our nemesis for both of us is the little bicycle man who went to jail for a while on a drug-related felony. I don't ever talk to him, but my competition does. And so I stay away from him. He was in there yesterday when I went, and it was like a comic strip. You could see his bike parked out front of the dumpster, and then these are stones, very interesting, very unique and pretty. Nice use of natural materials. And the stuff was flying, like the paper and just little pieces flying up in the air. You never could see them. And I had parked my car and just sat there for a while. That doesn't bother him a bit. And the manager was in there. I'm like, wow. So today, I saw my competition, and I saw that they were over there together. And the quote, this is wooden, nice manager was still in there. And apparently my little competition thinks that he was told he can go after 5 by the mean one, but I don't know how the other ladies would react to see both of them out there in the dumpster with her car parked right there. I'd be calling the cops on them. Yeah, you got a felon in the dumpster. And your car's parked right there. And the sign says, don't get in the dumpster. Insider will call. That's pretty. Wooden, and I don't know what, these are some shell. Cute. Cute little salamander. So he was like, whoa, whatever the guy's name is. This is broken. No wonder you and I hadn't been finding anything, because he hadn't worked this week. Normally the guy supposedly goes to Louisiana, gets $100 a day working in the chicken houses there. So, I've been finding plenty, but yesterday the bicycle guy figured it out and he started beating me. He just doesn't care if their manager's there. That's wooden. So anyway, my competition said, "Hey, I got something for you." So I stopped and he gave me a big bucket of toys and a bunch of pencils. And he said, "I had to wrestle this away from him. He was made in the Philippines." I just told him there was a lady that could sure use this and get it to the right kids, So it's true, I'll get it to the kids. But the whole point of the story really is that I said, "You want some?" A long time ago, he told me his wife had died, and since she died, he hadn't had anything homemade. And I always knew that I need to, that was the opportunity then. There's a shark's tooth with some pretty different colored puka shells. It's pretty cool there. Anyway, I just said, "Hey, you want a blueberry coffee cake?" And of course, there's 10,000 questions. Well, what's in it? Because he's just really paranoid. He's mental. And I said, "I don't know. She just makes it from scratch. Blueberry coffee cake is all I know." "Well, let me just try the little piece." So he tried the little piece and dusted that off real fast because my mom is a great baker. She's German and she can bake. And then he said, "Well, that was real good." I said, "Well, have this other piece." "Well, are you sure?" I said, "Yes, I've been trying to find a time when I can get you something homemade. You told me you didn't have anything homemade since your wife died." So anyway, he enjoyed it. I just, at the very least, need to give him that for, bringing books over there for me, This is nice. This is just crystal beads, strands, whatever. I would call this a necklace, but I think it's actually just a strand of the crystal. I forget what you call these little ones. Pretty. Here's these. I've sold these before. I had a request on here one time. And people in certain countries, will make these. They're very pretty, and that's how they can make something and make a little money. I've been reading a book written for kids, dumpster book, about Amos Fortune. In the 1700s, he was a slave who ended up becoming free. And it's based on a true story, I believe. That's not going to hold. But that's that's pretty. Maybe that's how it works. And he did all kinds of, he was a tanner, so reading about the tannery was kind of strange, that profession. Tanning hides and all, of course it's from animals. Usually cows and horses, I guess. This is some more rock. Might be dyed howlite, I'm not sure. Definitely dyed with some glass maybe? Those are cold. Yeah, those are going to be glass. And how he would make money and put his money in a kettle, and it was just interesting how he was real frugal. These are weird. I guess this is bone again. I'm not sure. They're weird. It looks porous like bone, doesn't it? So I have a respect for people that make money with the resources they have, or have some resources and they try to make some money from it. So we've got two shark's teeth necklaces. This one has pretty little shells on it. I guess those are shells. Oh, look. That has to go there in that missing spot. That's wonderful. There it is. It's not going to be hard to slip that on there. I don't know how it came off. It doesn't look like it. I mean, it's on there pretty good. Now I'm just going to close it up. So, I don't even know which side it was now. So that's done. I mean, this stone right here is just a knockout. That one is really pretty. Here's some more of those pretty colored that people make to make some money. It's a memory bracelet, really pretty. Here's a pendant, beautiful shell pendant with some gold leafing on it. I think this is plastic. It just looks like it's tiger eye or something, but it's plastic. Unless this one, this is colder. Well, that's metal that holds it, so I think this is a clasp. Okay. That's plastic. It's not amber, is it? No. They're pretty. They're really pretty. Here's a nice big wooden bracelet. Has some beautiful wood. It's very smooth. Another pretty wooden bracelet, necklace. Oh, here's another ring. It's a tiny little ring. I mean, that's a little ring there. Shelly's get some shell rings. Yep. Shell rings for Shelly. This looks like that olive wood. It's really pretty. We're going to have a set right here. These are some kind of seed, and I don't know what kind. And then this would be the bracelet. And we're going to end tonight on this. Well, here's a pendant. Wow, that's pretty. I was hoping for a little silver here. I mean, I guess this is real plants that are in this. That looks like it would be. It could be sterling, but I need to look up here in the bale. I'm surprised I don't see a mark. This is really neat under the loop. It's like a little world in there. It's really a pretty pendant. And the last thing tonight is picture jasper. I still want to call it landscape. Really pretty. 4 nice picture jasper beads. Very interesting one there. There's a lighter one. Beautiful. Thank you, Aunt Barry. We appreciate that. I knocked her over. You hear the silver clanking, don't you? He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. That's our spiritual message for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Happy Friday night. Have a wonderful evening. It's been the end of a long week. The weekend is here. The weekend is here. So the gang's going to say see you next time. Shelly got a lot of good stuff. Where is she? There she is. She got some really amazing pieces, really, tonight. Not bad, and we still have a lot to go. Well, we have half the box to go still, so one more video. Can't resist. Yeah, can't resist stuff when you start looking. We need some gemnologists around. So there's those. Those are the same thing. Let me know. Let me know what everything is. See y'all next time. Have a great weekend.